Hello, this is the Convo Guy here, and today I wish to discuss the controversy involving Travis Hunter and his girlfriend turned fiance. Before I talk about the controversy involved him and his fiance, I plan on giving a background on who Travis Hunter is for those who don't know who this individual is. Travis Hunter was the number one recruit coming out of high school in the class of 2022 for football. He signed with Jackson State University, which surprised a lot of people because he could have signed with any major Division One program such as UGA, Alabama, Ohio State University, Michigan, Florida, etc. But he chose to sign with Jackson State University. For what reason? Deion Sanders is the main reason. Deion Sanders was going to be the next head coach for Jackson State University. And also, Deion Sanders was going to allow him to play offense and defense since Travis Hunter prefers playing cornerback and wide receiver. Since Deion Sanders was a two-way player in the NFL, he was going to give Travis Hunter the ability to play both ends. So during Travis Hunter's first season at Jackson State University, he did very well, which was expected of him because he was the number one recruit coming out of high school for football. But he transferred after his first season to go to the University of Colorado at Boulder. And the reason why he chose to do this was because Deion Sanders accepted the head coach position to be the next head coach at University of Colorado. So he chose to follow Deion Sanders to play for the Buffaloes. And his first season playing for the Buffaloes, he did good, but it wasn't until the 2024-2025 college football season that Travis Hunter became the player that he is today. During the 2024-2025 college football season, he won many awards, including the Heisman Trophy Award. He won the Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year. He won the Walter Camp Award, and he became the College Football Player of the Year. So now that I gave a background on who Travis Hunter is, I plan to discuss the controversy involving him and his fiance. So, controversy number one. During Colorado's last home game of the season, they played Oklahoma State. They blew them out 52-0. And this was definitely the way to go out, especially to hype the crowd up before playing in a postseason bowl game. So they blew him out 52-0. And Travis Hunter has some insane stats to go with such a huge W. He had 10 receptions, 116 yards, an interception, and a season high 3 touchdowns. So for those that don't know much about football, that is the equivalent of Kevin Durant or LeBron James going for 50 points, 15 rebounds, 10 assists, and 5 blocks. I mean, this kid is the real deal. They blew him out, and after the game, Travis Hunter is looking for his fiance on the sidelines. And as he's looking for her, I believe he was either going for a kiss or a hug. And it seemed like she wasn't going for it. So rumors have it that she wasn't going for it because during the game, Travis Hunter being Travis Hunter, he made a sick highlight before going out of bounds. And when he went out of bounds, I guess he made eye contact with one of the cheerleaders from the Oklahoma State team, and he just glanced at them before going back on the field. And it seems like after the game, she was just not in the mood. But to be honest, to me, I feel like that's childish, immature, and it's a sign of being bratty because this is Travis Hunter we're talking about. He's going to have all eyes on him. So for her to react like this, I believe it was pretty immature. So that was red flag number one. Red flag number two was basically, that's when we start diving into social media, but specifically TikTok. Nowadays everyone has a TikTok, and Travis Hunter and his fiance, they have this thing where they get on TikTok to do dance videos. I guess that's their way of vibing or whatever. So on this special day, Travis Hunter fiance decided to get on TikTok or whatever social media platform that she was on, but I believe it was TikTok. But she got on TikTok and talked about how Travis Hunter doesn't drink, and just because he doesn't drink doesn't mean that he prevents her from having a good time. So, and she talked about how since she's Hispanic, tequila runs through her veins. So she talked about how there's times when Travis would drop her off at these parties, and since he doesn't drink, he wouldn't partake in these scenarios, in these party scenarios. So he would wait for her in his vehicle before picking her back up. So for whatever reason that she decided to get on this platform and state this is beyond me. I mean, I have no idea why she chose to do this, but that day, that's what she felt like saying to her social media fans. Therefore, she did it. She also stated that Travis wasn't her type of guy. So let's think about this. For her to state that Travis wasn't her type of guy means that, and Travis liked her back in high school. So it's amazing that they made it to the stage that they are now. But for her to say that Travis isn't her type of guy shows that when he was the number one recruit back in high school, she probably felt that he was going to eventually dominate college, in which he's doing now, which would eventually translate to playing for the pros, where he would land in the NFL. So for her to state that, it was as if, she just had her eyes on getting the bag, just securing money. So, and that's red flag number two. Red flag number three, on December 14th, 2024, was the Heisman Award ceremony. So for those who don't know what the Heisman Award ceremony is basically if you've been dominating college football for that season, this award goes to you. So, and if you win this award, you're basically going to the NFL, guaranteed. You're going to be a top 10 pick, guaranteed. So Travis Hunter wins the award. Deion Sanders, who's his coach, is there. His fiance's there. Travis Hunter's mother's there. And even Deion Sanders' sons are there to make sure they capture this amazing moment for Travis Hunter. When he was declared the winner, everyone got up and is clapping. But guess who was sitting down? That's right, Travis Hunter's fiance was sitting down. And Deion Sanders had to tap her on the shoulders to indicate to her for her to get up and clap. So that was red flag number three. Red flag number four is basically my man won the Heisman Award. He won the biggest award in college football, along with other awards. He was College Football Player of the Year. He won this Defensive Player of the Year because he plays both ends. He plays offense and defense. He won the Walter Camp Award and many other accolades. I mean, this man is the number one guy in college football right now. So after the Heisman Award ceremony, my man is hype. My man is in a celebratory mood. I mean, I don't blame him. He was the number one recruit in high school. He dominated football like how he should. And his next stop, his next destination is the NFL. So he's signing autographs and he's taking pictures with fans. But guess whose body language indicated that they did not want to be there? none other than Travis Hunter's fiance. Nowadays there's technology that indicate what your lips are saying. So they caught her lips saying, "What do you want me to do here? I guess I'll just sit." So to me, it's as if since this moment wasn't fixated on her, she feels like she was just wasting her time being there. But this is your man's biggest moment. His whole life he worked to get up to this moment. The only other destination is to go to the pros. So her body language indicated that she didn't want to be there. She didn't get up when he was announced the winner. The head coach had to tap her on the shoulders for her to get up. So it's like body language wise, the woman doesn't want to be there. It's like she's forcing herself to be there. She's pretending to be proud for him. Just like how the body language indicated that when the Colorado Buffaloes beat Oklahoma State during their last final home game, her body language indicated that she didn't care about the fact that they beat this team 52-0. She was just wondering why he was looking at a cheerleader from the other team. So her body language says it all. Red flag number 5, basically on Monday, December 16th, she decided to do a video to combat the online criticism that she was facing due to what people saw, how she reacted at the Heisman Award ceremony. So she gets on TikTok or whatever social media she chose to get on, and she decided to explain why she didn't get up when Travis won the award. And she also used that as an opportunity to explain what she meant by when she stated that Travis wasn't her type of guy. So it seems to me that she's apologizing to the online community, when the real thing is you need to apologize to your man. Why are you apologizing to people that you're never going to see, you're never going to meet? Apologize to the individual that's going to take your relationship to the next level. There's a couple things that I learned from this. I believe Travis Hunter's fiance loves him, but I believe she loves the money more. I believe that she looks at Travis Hunter as a walking lottery ticket, and she wants to secure the bag as much as possible. I believe she's addicted to social media. I believe she looks at herself as pretty. I feel like she likes the way people perceive her. And I feel like she just attracted to anything and everything that points to money. And yeah, she loves him, but she likes everything else that comes with being with a high value man. Deion Sanders told Travis Hunter, he told his player that he needs to get a prenup before he plans on marrying this girl. And for those who don't know Deion Sanders, he dominated college football when he played at Florida State. He played professionally in the NFL with the Atlanta Falcons and the Dallas Cowboys. He's won championships with them. I believe he has 2 rings. He's a Hall of Famer. He did his thing in college and he did his thing in the pros. So he's trying to school Travis Hunter. Just like how Travis Hunter dominated high school, dominated college, and he's going to soon dominate the pros. We hope he does. So Deion Sanders is just trying to give him some tips. Deion Sanders told him that he needs to get a prenup. And I believe it would be wise if Travis Hunter listens to him, because Deion's nickname is Prime Time. I mean, if your nickname is Prime Time, you obviously lived life. You lived life. That means he was a beast on the court and he had an insane social life outside of the field. So if Prime Time is telling you that you need to sign a prenup, I would highly recommend it. on top of all the red flags that the man has seen, including having to tap Travis Hunter's fiance to get her to, to get her to stand up. Like, come on. So there's that. And also, on top of Deion Sanders giving him that advice, there've been other people as well. There's been Bow Wow. Bow Wow, he talked about how he needs to reconsider, Travis Hunter needs to reconsider his relationship with this woman. And I know a lot of people may bash Bow Wow. Bow Wow's not married. So I know some people were like, why would this young man even listen to you? But if you think about it, Bow Wow dominated the 2000s. During the 2000s, every woman was around Bow Wow. The 2000s, in my opinion, Bow Wow, Usher, and Chris Brown had women flocking to them during the 2000s. So if Bow Wow feels the need to say his input, I feel like he has the right to do so. So you have Bow Wow giving his input. You have Shannon Sharpe, who's a former NFL player. He's a Hall of Famer. Even he himself said that Travis Hunter girl's a gold digger, and he said that she's not a standalone, she's a stand aside. And he used Beyonce as a reference. He said before Beyonce got with Jay-Z, she was already standing alone. Therefore, no one was going to question the fact that she was going to be a stand aside when she got with Jay-Z. And even Stephen A. Smith himself said that Travis Hunter and his girlfriend need to keep their personal experiences to themselves. And I agree, because, you being the man, I feel like you do have to, I'm not going to say control, but, her getting on these platforms and saying these experiences that could just be kept in the closet would be beneficial to Travis. No one wants to learn the hard way. I'm an individual that goes based on cause and effect, So the fact that she went to social media, that was the cause. The cause is Travis Hunter's fiance went to TikTok to state these outrageous personal experiences that she had no business airing out. And the effect was her facing online criticism. Travis Hunter doesn't need this criticism. He's going to work, going ham on the football field. He has endorsement deals. His NIL deal is worth $5 million. He's going ham on the field. He's getting all these awards and accolades. He doesn't need this type of unneeded and unwanted attention. Not once have we seen Savannah James go on social media and put unwanted attention onto LeBron James. It's never happened. But yet, Travis Hunter's fiance is doing it before he put his name in the NFL draft. So I feel like that's something he needs to fix for sure. There's individuals right now, people are divided on this issue, because I spoke to certain individuals who feel like this young man should crash. And then you have some individuals who feel like, no, he should listen to people in his inner circle. But then you have those that want him to crash because they feel like he's not going to listen to the individuals in his inner circle, and he's still going to be with this woman, and he's going to learn the hard way. So people are divided on this issue. Me personally, it's his high school sweetheart. I'm not saying that he shouldn't be with her. I believe that he still should be with her. But you're trying to put a ring on her before entering in the NFL draft. I think that's not the wisest decision to do. Especially after all that's happened within the last couple months. I think he's 21 years old right now. I believe he has his whole 20s to choose to marry this woman. I don't think it'll be the wisest decision to do it right away. And again, I stated some major red flags. I feel like she looks at Travis as a walking lottery ticket, and she's trying to secure the bag as much as possible. But body language will snitch on you. She's trying to get on social media and explain her reasoning, but there's no need to explain. We've seen the body language. We've seen how you reacted at the award ceremony, not getting up. We've seen how the technology nowadays, even technology will snitch on you. They read your lips and caught what you said. You said, "What am I doing here?" Your body language snitched on you. So by you even getting on social media trying to explain your reasoning, it was something that's not even stated, because now you're making yourself guilty. Go apologize to your man. Go be a better person. Stop trying to get on social media. To be honest, the fact that she's continuing to get on social media shows that she has an addiction with social media. She likes how people perceive her. She cares more about how the world views her more than how her man feels. At the end of the day, these are minor red flags that could turn major when this man signs with an NFL team and is on an NFL roster. So I stated my points. And I feel like as men, we don't come together on these type of issues. I've seen a lot of men's perspective on this issue. To be honest, I've seen more point of views from men on this issue than I had on the Diddy situation, because I feel like our point of view could save this young man from crashing out and not having to take an L. I mean, think about it. Even Bow Wow, came out and had something to say. So I believe he needs to make the wisest decision. I'm not saying for him to end it with her. I still want to see them together, but I feel like it's time for Travis to tell her, like, yo, like, take a break from social media. Take a break from social media. Social media, especially, social media is a monster. Especially if it's not tamed, it could change you into a different individual. And we've seen how she's being consumed by social media. Social media is like a spirit in a way. If it conquers you, it'll have you doing things that you normally wouldn't do. There was no reason for her to put her business out there. The moment she chose to do that, so, the online community was going to take that and, spew out, all forms of negativity. So, he needs to tell her to take a break from social media. And to be honest, he also needs to tell her that she needs to have a life outside of him. Yeah, he's the main breadwinner. His NIL deal is worth $5 million. He's expected to make more money when he hops on the NFL team. But he needs to tell her for her to have a life outside of him. What do I mean by that? They're both college students. He's an athlete attending the University of Colorado. So in a way, he's still a college student. But he's made his mind that he wants to go pro. She's not going to the pros. So it's like, what is she doing in school? They're attending the same institution. What is she trying to do with her life? Is she just trying to be social media famous? So he has to eventually make the decision if he wants to marry a woman with quality values, or if he wants to marry a TikTok or IG model. So that's my take on that. There's been multiple red flags. I feel like the main one being even your head coach tapping you aside and telling you like, yo, make sure you sign that prenup. So red flags are everywhere. I just hope this young man does the best decision before he heads to the pros, because we don't need this brother crashing out. I remember when Zion was at Duke, And I thought he was going to be the next big thing. I thought he was going to be the next LeBron James. I mean, Zion at Duke was the most explosive player that I've ever seen. And when he got to the NFL, he crashed out. He ate more, gained more weight, and started messing around with a porn star. So he's basically crashing out before he reached 30 years old. You know, I just don't want the same fate happening with Travis Hunter because he just didn't know how to um, give better advice to his woman or even choosing the right woman. And that's that, folks.